let's talk about my preferences, what gets my juices flowing, what makes me tick. What I'm looking for and what I really like is more of a balanced sound signature with a slight bass boost. I like my bass, but I like my bass tight, I like it fast, I like it to hit hard and have some slam. I do not like that extra big bass shelf boost that's sub-bass driven, where the lower bass is scooped out. I think it's really important to have that information down there to make instrumental like piano, guitar, cello sound correct. But also I like the bass fast enough, speedy enough to make kick drums sound great. When it comes to the rest of the mids, I prefer an overall maybe slightly warm tilt. I'm not a big fan of overly analytical, too dry a tuning. I'd rather have something a bit more musical. When we start to climb up into the ear gain region, make that pinna gain not so steep, but give some energy to some body into the mids. Again, making vocals sound correct, making instrumentals sound correct. I'm a big fan of timbre and tonality when it comes to instrumental as well. It has to sound correct to my ears. That 5K area also, I'm a bit sensitive to it. If there's too much information up there, I get fatigue, I get ringing in my ears, and it just doesn't let me play it longer and, more importantly, louder, because I do like my tunes louder. When it comes to the rest of the frequencies up top, I do like an extended treble, but not a peak above the pinna rise. Keep it extended, keep it detailed, but don't put too much energy up there for treble sensitive people like myself. It's got to have enough information to make great stage, to give instrument placement, to make strings sound good, female vocals that aren't too thick. That's what really gets me going, and that's what I'm looking for sound preference wise. Lucky people, you've got a double header going on for this weekend's videos. Kefine Klean is the next up. This bad boy, and I'm going to focus on this one and the OG, the original as well, because I think over the two, and I have the Del C AE here as well. So I have the Del C AE with the swappable nozzles, like there is on the Klean. And out of the three tunings, I prefer the one with less elevated upper mid. So I'm going to focus in on that, and we'll talk about the Klean here. $49. Let's go. Okay. At $49, it is probably the budget under $50 winner for me at this point. I do love it. If you also like this kind of tuning where it's kind of balanced and not V-shaped, not Harman, not boosted. So really, really like this tuning more and more every day. V-shapes are fun. Funky, wild tunings are fun and sometimes surprisingly awesome. But let's go into these two. So again, they knocked down a couple things from the Del C price, as well as a couple other things. I do love their little cable. It's very tangly free SPC cable. Smoking awesome metal shells. These actually fit me better than the Del C does, and they're small. They got some heft to them, which I do like as well, but fitment wise and this cable, really, really nice. So super comfy, very nice. Ear hooks are done really well. Matching little black hardware, left and right written on them. You know, good stuff. I have the Osla Senda ear fit shorts on mine. Really, really great tip for full treble, full bass, and great stage. So that's what I have on my set. Terminated in your only option of 3.5 with a little Kefine logo on it. So nice touches. Again, little pocketable case. Here you go. The shirt killer ties. I obviously forgot to throw that one out. Some ear tips, which I never used. And two sets of not nozzles this time, but nozzle filters that go over top. They just unscrew. I actually prefer that over full replacement nozzles. And if I wanted to tune it just a little bit more, which I felt absolutely no need to do, it would be easy to do. So, oh, I just noticed that too. Even on the splitter, it says Klean on it. Really nice touches. I see some high-end stuff, 1,000 kilobuck stuff, multi-kilobuck stuff that don't do that. So, well done. The two tuning nozzles, the black are the more energetic of the two, with the upper mids and treble kind of boosted at that, 2.5K and again at 5K. So if you're sensitive to that, then put on the other filters, which would be the silver ones. If you listen to, you'll listen to both if you pick this up. Female vocals, instrumental, do pop out a bit more with the black filters. Strings like violin do come through a little bit more information. But again, I like a more balanced presentation than one that's more mid-forward. The tonality of the vocals are, with the silver filters for me, not as colored, I would say. And this is a more natural way of doing a presentation in the tuning. So I preferred the silver, and that's from the rest of this going forward. It was my impressions of how this thing sounded. So I really, really do enjoy this set. Everything I said about the Del C video, if you want to go back and watch that, holds true for this one as well. I did put mine on a Dunu cable that I just got in. I like this black little fabric cable. I forget what it's called. The Q-Lock mini thingy. Anyway, it's not a cable review. The Del C, it was a fabulous choice. The Klean is a better choice. I'm surprised that they actually put out something for less money to my ears that actually sounds better. I love the bass shelf on both of these. The Delsey might have a bit more bass than the Klean does, but I wasn't listening to a lot of bassy music, so I can't really comment on that. What I do hear from the Klean to the Delsey is, even though here's a graph of both, with both tunings from the Delsey, or one from the Delsey, and the two nozzle filters from the Klean, you can see that the Klean and the Delsey measure very similarly. But what I do hear difference-wise is I hear more body in the mids, not as dry sounding as the Delsey, more natural tonality, slightly more upper mids, which kind of is in the graph, again, that 4.5, 5, 6K area than the Klean. And again, for me and my preferences and a more natural sounding tonality, the Klean is the clean winner, for sure. Again, I'm going to just wrap this quick one up and say the Klean is a banger. Worth your $50, worth at least your consideration if you're looking for a balanced kind of neutral set with a bit of a bass boost. Lots of mid bass in there for me. I love that. I love this tuning. Not the giant sub bass scooped out lower bass. It adds some body, it adds some weight, some depth to instrumental, guitar, piano, all sounded really nice and natural sounding. Male vocals, again, great. Female vocals, again, with the swappable filters, if you wanted to put an emphasis there, put the black ones on. Otherwise, again, for me, silver was the way to go. But if you were thinking about picking the setup over the Delsey, go Klean. Absolutely, in my opinion, worthy of the upgrade. And as well over the Delsey AE as well. So this is the $50 budget winner for me right now. Balanced natural set. Winner, chicken dinner. Good job. Good job, Kefine, again, on throwing out another winner from your lineup. I mean, you just keep doing the hits, and the value proposition is right there in your brand and in your mix and in your tuning and sound. So, good job.